Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 3 of Ered Luin campaign in 3rd Age of the War Divide and Conquer version 4.5. So, last episode a lot of shit happened. We captured Undertowers, we captured Ar-Adunaim, sending back some troops, Clan Harold Grain. But, is it that the guy with the Broadsword Marksman? I think it is, yep. I'm gonna send him home because last episode we also accepted the gift from Sauron, or the one we believe to be Sauron. And we were given the 3 rings. Now, I did get a message from Melkor saying that the rings apparently stack. So we shouldn't give one to fake Grinfon, but we should stack them all up on this Grinfon, which I will do. Except for the one ring given to my faction leader. We're going to leave him with that. But it does indeed stack with the extra mining income. So plus 20% mining income, plus 20% mining income, that's plus 40%. We already have very good mines, we're about to get even better mines. So Thorens Halls is going to start raking in cash, the likes you've never seen before. We are going to leave Clan Lord Gore in here for now. Although actually no, I will switch him out with Grinfon. Can I leave Pertenloon? No, I cannot. Okay, fine. We will just put you back in there for now. Send in Grinfon and swap him over. Okay, and then we can send him home and defend Thorens Halls, because in this episode I think shit's about to go down. I don't know exactly when. I'd like to do a preemptive strike on Mithlond and Forlond, but that might also awaken a Doomstack, which I'd rather not have, of course. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I've never played the Ered Luin script. I've never watched anyone play it. I've watched some of our Travesties campaign, but only the couple of early turns. Because I also don't want to spoil myself. I mean, Ered Luin Ring Choice is seen as one of the harder campaigns, but it's not really hard if you know exactly what's going to happen. So some of you watching might know what's going to happen, and you might disagree with some of the stuff I'm doing, but I'm going in this pretty much blind. I know Doomstacks are going to pop up. That I know, but I don't know, how big they're gonna be, or... I don't really know. But seeing that message really makes me happy. Okay. Okay, Rendros under attack. Good. Alright, so we got a mining complex in Thorens Hall. So let's place a bet. How much mining are we gonna rake in now? So it was around 3.7 total income before. I say the total income now is over 5k. Let's see. 4.6. Alright, still pretty high though. Can we go for the highest tier already? No, it doesn't seem like it. There is a higher tier, right? No, we have the highest tier. Mining complex. Okay. Well, what do the miners' quarters do? That could also, would be cool if that also gave a buff to mining. Maybe, hang on, where is the mining quarters? What kind of building is that? It's not a range. It's a blacksmith? No. Is it... it's a garrison quarters, isn't it? No, it's not. Where is it? Entertainment? Town hall. Town hall is a town hall. No, it's not a town hall. Where the bloody hell is it? Am I blind? Barracks? No. Rangers siege? No. Blacksmith? No. Master builders? No. Ports? No. Sea trade? No. Marketplace? No. Roads? Food production? No. Mines? Warriors Guild? That's not it. Pleasure? No. Entertainment? No. Town hall? Oh, it is town hall. It's just it's first tier is called pipe hall, and then miners' quarters. Great miners' hall. Does that do anything? No, not even the higher tiers. Would be cool if it did. I don't know. Unionize your miners, give them better social rights. I don't know. Minimum wage. Let's see what to get. I guess armory. To prepare for the Doomstack, of course. Alright, send you, Clan Lord Gore, to also boost up our income there. We got a new general here as well. You can go to Gohuzinur then. Or Famgithol. Or Gohalagoth. We can use someone everywhere, really. Alright, you come home. You need to be retrained, my friend. I'm gonna send a spy over here. Alright. Sorry, I'm moving the camera like super crazy. Quintumans are noble. Oh, right, we trained them specifically. Right. Just getting our hands on anything we can get our hands on. I could stack them all in Thorens Halls, all my generals, but that would make it a bit too risky. So we get reports of missing gemstones, and then we see this guy popping up gemstones. As the miners were digging beneath the earth to extend the mines, they discovered valuable gemstones and sold them to their lord. The customers would be very numerous to buy them, and a wise dwarven lord must know how to take advantage of this demand. Alright, interesting. You keep moving towards Eriador, because we want to talk to them as soon as this shit hits the fan. There's one thing I know for sure. I don't mind fighting all the men and elves because they're pesky, land-rotting scum. And this guy's gonna try to go through Goblin Town. That's not gonna work out. The easiest way to get to Mordor is to actually go all the way around. But we don't want to fight the other dwarves. We want to convince them of our cause, you know? We want to show them just how dastardly evil the elves and men and goblins and orcs and you name it are. Everyone that's not a dwarf, you know? The best way to show them is, of course, playing the victim. So we will do exactly that. We're gonna be like, help, help, I'm being harassed. And then we'll pull out our crossbow and just shoot him. You better call the police, but not for me. Whips out crossbow. Sorry. Memes don't work as well, they just speak them out. So, the corruption. Alright, it has been a year to the day since that silent emissary parted our company. It is now clear beyond any doubt that he was a servant of Sauron. Oh, there we go. And the rings he offered are 3 of the 7 dwarven rings of power. As before, they have worked the dark and sinister devilry over the mountains. Greed, envy, and mistrust have taken hold in the hearts of many. Brothers are at each other's throats, people are hoarding treasures, and brawls and fights are now daily occurrences. This domestic trouble is only a pale shadow of the real problem, however. Grindfar and his Grimboar loyalists have now convinced thousands of dwarves that the elves and the simple folk of Eriador are sneering at us once again, mocking us as they sit on top of ancient dwarven treasure. He rallies the people against even Arkin, crying out, "Where's Erebor's help for us to reclaim our ancient hold of Khazad-Dûm?" Well, have I got news for you. Why will they not spare troops to help reclaim the treasures of Belagost? It will not be long before it convinces our people that all-out war with all is the only way to secure dwarven safety. It's building up more and more, so it does seem like I'll have a little bit of extra time. It's not like we're already thrown in there. Nice. I can start building mines here. Actually, let's get the Stoneworker's Halls first. So perhaps we still have time for a preemptive strike. Huh. Taking Mithlond would be also pretty good for our trade. If I make sure not to sack it, but to exterminate the populace. Hello, Gimli. Wanna buy some map information again? You're bloody rich, so you should be able to. No. Alright. This is more reasonable than the last. No, okay. Whatever. Have I talked to Thranduil? I have, haven't I? Yep. I've talked to Dale as well, right? It was just old Guldur that I kind of skimmed over. Yep. Alright, I'll just keep you here. And then you... Where's my other diplomat? Where the hell is he? There he is. He wants me to move to Dunland, which is kinda... I guess moving through Isengard would be faster than Gundabad. Clan Lord Go. Let's see how you boost the economy. So he makes the economy actually worse, probably because the governor is the only one that affects. So we could give all the rings of power to Clan Lord Gore. Because I want to not let Grindthorn rot in a settlement. I want him to be out on the field with his Grimborn Reavers. He can do a ton of damage. So I could give all the rings of power to him. It wouldn't make the most sense lore-wise, but it would be the best for our economy. At least for right now. We can swap the rings over how we want, whenever we want. But we do need to, I guess, move some retinue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can only have 8. Builder, I'd like to keep that. Minus 10% construction costs. Sculptor, that can fuck off. Mithril Coat's quite good. Dwarven Shield can fuck off. And Biographer can also fuck off. No, actually... no, that actually doesn't do that much. Okay, and then you can swap over the Rings of Power. He's actually turning into a loyal man now. And now Thorens Hall is raking in 5.2k. So yeah, that makes a big difference. Alright, it's the retinue. Of course, Clan Lord Gore is now wearing 3 Rings of Power. Which is quite crazy. Not sure how that would affect a mortal man or a mortal dwarf. I think that makes you go a bit crazy. But like the minus loyalty doesn't really affect him because he's not going to lose loyalty to himself. The unrest is a bit annoying, but it's still 170% with high tax rate. Let's put it at very high. That's next to 200. But then we have neutral population. We want it to keep increasing. All right, good. Yeah, so I'm like thinking, you know, do we go for a preemptive strike against the elves? I'd like to take Mithlond, and I think it will make my life easier. 8 turns, but I think I'd start with Forlond. No, I want to besiege both settlements at the same time, and then try to broker a peace with Harland. Choices. Well, we'll see. By the time we move our troops around, because our movement points are relatively small, by the time we've moved everyone around, we might have gotten a new message pop up or whatever. We do need to make sure that Thorens halls are well protected, and for Hamgathol also, as much as possible, you know. Start raking in the cash. Khazad-Dûm would also be fairly useful to expand upon, because then if we want to declare war on Enedwaith, or of course take Harland after all, we could do it from there. A good base of operations. But I'd say right now we're in a relatively strong position for the early game. Of course, Angmar took a lot of a land, but the ring's there. Let's take him. Reclaiming our relics. Dwarves of Nogrod and Belagos crafted many things of renown in ages past. Dwarven skill to work the metal and craft armor and weapons of outlandish quality is well known. With the destruction of Beleriand and of our cities... Beleriand? Isn't it also a dragon in Game of Thrones? I think it is. Of Belagos and Nogrod, our clans migrated to other dwarven settlements in Middle-earth, where they and their descendants continued their crafts. The Blue Mountain splendor slowly declined as no help came to us from others. Then Longbeards had to flee Khazad-Dûm because of Durin's bane. They established other realms in the east, but they too soon were abandoned or taken from them by orcs and dragons, until ultimately some of them returned to Blue Mountains to start anew. For nearly 6,000 years no help from others came to us, and now they came and claimed Blue Mountains as their own. But the tide is changing and our clans are rising in power again. With the gifting of the rings we again have means to make Blue Mountain Kingdom as splendid as it was in the days of Belagos and Nogrod. There are relics of our ancestors scattered across the Middle-earth, and we should go and claim them back, as they are rightfully ours. The Dwarven blade Narsil, oh shit, held by the Dunedain, the dragon helm of Dorlomin resting in Turin's grave on Tol Morwen, and Horn of the Mark, known as Yor's Horn, who is in possession of the Rohirrim in Edoras, should be again in Dwarven hands, and with them we will return the olden days of glory. Make the Blue Mountains great again. The sword was forged during the first age by the famed dwarven smith Telkar of Nogrod. In the second age, Narsil was an heirloom of the descendants of Elros, the first king of Numenor. Although nothing is said of Narsil during this period, it eventually came to the hands of Elendil, a distant descendant towards the close of the second age. Isn't Narsil currently in Largers, though? Elendil carried Narsil in the Battle of Dagorlat, where it shone with the light of the sun and moon, and then in the siege of Aradur, but Sauron killed him, and the sword broke into 2 pieces under him as he fell, and its light was extinguished. Elendil's son Isildur took up the sword and used its shard to cut the One Ring from the hand of Sauron. Isildur took the shards home with him. Shortly before Isildur was killed in the second year of the Third Age in the disaster of the Gladdenfields, the shards were rescued by Ortar, esquire of Isildur. He took them to Rivendell, where Isildur's youngest son Valandil was fostered, but Elrond foretold that it wouldn't be forged again until the One Ring was found again and Sauron returned. The shards of Narsil were one of the heirlooms of the kings of Arnor, and after the Northern Kingdom was destroyed, they remained an heirloom of the Rangers of the North. We should send our diplomat to the Dunedain city of Fenris-Juna and request the blade is returned to its rightful owners. Okay, we can do that. We're in that area. So that's why it marked Fenris-Juna, which is over here, right? Yep. So, yeah, if London's over here, we can go to there, and then Fenris-Juna afterwards. Okay, good. Clan Harald Green, let's send you home for retraining. The large pig farm in Gehusener is finished. That actually brings in a lot of cash. I think because of trade, my food, or maybe I guess Nan because stationed there. Right, he immediately spawned in Ar-Adunaim, which is quite nice, but I think I'll send him over... sorry, it's in Under Towers. But I think I'll send him over to Ar-Adunaim. Because Glanarod Green adopted him, Jesus. And then he immediately spawned in the nearest settlement, because they don't spawn out in the field. Which is good, because that might lead to some broken situations if you're already like close to fighting an army or something like that. Okay. My king. Could build mines in Ered Luin. But when we go to war with Mithlond, Ered Luin will be a front line. So I'd rather build mines like back here. Or a port, that would also be pretty good. Famgathol is building. Let's see what to get in Guzenur. Get a Pipehall for relatively cheap. Wish we could train more troops. Maybe I can train some in Famgathol. Nope. Troops are hard to come by, man. So we very much do need to retrain these guys as much as possible. Alright, spy. Your service. Take a look at Mithlond, take a look at Forlond. See if we can pick off some settlements from the High Elves. Those pesky bloody High Elves. Like I said, this will be the most racist campaign I've ever played. We hate everyone that's not dwarven. We might, like, have diplomacy talks with them, but that's just kind of to push ourselves forward, you know? I'm being very Machiavellian about it. We only use others for our own benefit. If we get trade rights, it's not to help out the others, it is only to pile on our own cash piles and get richer and richer beyond any measure. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to that. Alright. Western Moria besieged. Well, that might be good, because then we might be able to reach them easier with a diplomat. Cause I assume Western Moria is besieged by Khazad-Dûm, unless it's the High Elves who are doing a similar tactic I did. The armory is complete in Thorens halls, good. With, of course, the upgraded builders' halls, it goes by pretty quickly. So I think priority now is to get the next tier of armory, and then we should have a very well-defended settlement. And then the healers post after that. Rhun and Dorwinian are at war. Usually I'd say Rib Dorwinian, but in version 4, Rhun is a lot weaker it seems, so Dale's a lot stronger. Alright, so here's Mithlond. They probably have a garrison force as well, but I could siege them out. And Cirdan, of course, gets Mithlond nobles, which we all know are proper scary units. We know from personal experience. But with crossbows, they would drop pretty quickly. Okay, so Mithlond would be easy pickings. I could besiege it with a relatively small force. Let's send home these guys. Alright, we got some more troops ready for trading here. Not yet, yeah, it takes a while to replenish them, so we do need to be a bit sparing with them. We have one turn of v.4.5 by the warriors, but perhaps I'm able to retrain this unit first. They do have some experience. I think I'd rather get the full unit. Diplomats. Let's go to Donland first. Bree, Mengelen. I hope they cleanse the barrows. I imagine this is Saloniac? No, Saloniac's over here. Not sure which settlement this is. Okay. Did we do anything here? We could try something map information against Dale. I would like to discuss map information. Huzzah! Free money. That means we can already get one of the troops. No, wait, it was up here. Firebeard warriors, send them south. Alright, let's end the turn. I'm half expecting something to pop up now. Let's actually build a watchtower here. So I also want to say again, massive thanks for all the support. And also a big welcome to all the new viewers. My subscriber count has been flying upwards. We're already close to 1.1k. We just reached like 1k earlier this week and now we're already 100 subs further. So yeah, thank you very much. Also thank you, massive thanks to everyone who's been shouting me out or giving me giving other people recommendations to watch my videos. That's mighty kind of you. I'm glad that you enjoy the content. I am glad to provide it. I love playing these games despite my many mistakes. I do very much like to play them. Alright, anything going down? No. Okay. Construction complete of a pipe hole in Guzenur. Well, I think I'll just ignore it for a little bit. We want troops. Aye, noble sire. My beard warriors. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? What is this? It's moving Cirdan out. He's up to something. Forlorn's undefended. We could try sending out a force, assassinate Cirdan. Oh, what is this? What is this? First of all, where do all these troops suddenly come from? Alright, well. Well then, that does spice things up a fair bit. Anywhere else can build? Yeah, I do. Thing is, Mithlond is their capital, but I don't think it gives them a doom stack if we take it. I think Imladris does, however, because it's kind of more out there on its own. Let's actually first talk, because I'm not sure what the reward is. Is it military or is it money?
Another proposition for us then?
Yes, of course. If it's extra troops, it'd be most welcome. Unless it's laborers. I mean, they're not bad. They're much better than, like, Snoggles or anything like that. Alright, off to Khazad-Dûm we go. Oh, there is. Very much, yes. Healthy respect, my lads. Healthy respect. Actually, I could already send you out. You don't really do much right now. Get that merchant cavalry. Gladly. Pop down some watchtowers. I don't think I need to worry about these coasts. I don't think anything's ever going to pop up there. So Forlorn would be easy to take, and if Cirdan's there, we can assassinate him easier. Now Cirdan's not the faction leader, that would be Elrond, but it would be nice to get him out of the way. Alright. Man, I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. Our economy is looking more and more healthy. We are starting to build up a military. I am going to invest now in military buildings in Thorens Hall so we can start producing more and more units there. Because I'd love to just go after the High Elves already. If we take Mithlond and Forlorn, they still have Harland, and they could produce troops there, of course. They could send reinforcements from there, but I don't think they'll have much, nor can they train at a very quick pace. We know this because we just finished the campaign as the High Elves. Raiding in the lowlands, so shit is really going down. The power in the mountains has shifted beyond your control, Clan Lord. It cannot have escaped your notice that Grinfan is now seen by many as the lord of these high halls. I wonder how that will affect me. What's more, word now reaches me that he has been ordering raids on Elvish and Breeland settlements, and his people are waylaying travellers on the road around the Luin. I cannot imagine that the peoples of Eriador will allow this to continue. It will be obvious to any survivors that were attacked by dwarves. I understand, probably because they only have like damage on their legs or something. I understand the Grimborn have taken to crafting mock weaponry, replicas of Breeland and Elven weaponry, so as to throw the targets of the scent. That is one thing that cannot be disguised, however, and unless the hobbits have taken up arms against the elves, there is no other race of our physical stature. The elves will come, and we can only hope Grinfan will be ready. Imagine that. A hobbit doomstack, turning rogue, siding with Sauron and wielding rings of power. Well, I think the time to strike is now. Where's Cirdan? I think we should send out two... I'm slightly worried about this guy. Like I said, we do not want to fight on the field with elves because they will shoot us with arrows and we will have such a long time to get there. So we just want to do siege battles. Alright, Famgatol got Durin's armory though, so they will get a garrison stack when they're attacked. Let's see, under tower is a pig farm. Start getting mines in Khazad-Dûm. Alright, can we get any more units? No. So perhaps I should first wither the storm a bit. I'm not sure actually. It's a pretty tough situation. A ballista maker would be quite nice.
Aye, sir. Onward. Honor.
I mean, I hope he's going after Angmar, gets his teeth kicked in, and that would already make it a bit easier for us, soften him up a bit. Tough choices, tough choices. I could take Forlond easy, but then he would send a strike force on Mithlond, and he could also like start taking lands like Khazad-Dûm and Undertowers with relative ease because we don't have any forces there. Nor can we get any forces there. Alright, so the Elves have played their hand. They have attacked us. Alright, fake Grindfawn versus Drogley. Oh god, he has Mithlond nobles. So I will happily take that fight. We will lose it, no doubt, but then we can just... We'll send in a small, relatively small force to take Forlond, a bigger force to take Mithlond. Of course, then Durin's halls, or Thorin's halls, excuse me, will be undefended. So in case the Doomstacks pop up then, it will be a bitch. But we can't just let this transgression go unpunished. We'll fight it manually just to try and deal as much damage as possible. But he has a unit of Mithlond nobles, so... And we just have the Gabilgathol God, which I probably butchered the pronunciation of again. Get used to it, kiddos! I'm gonna keep butchering it. As long as there is words to butcher, I will keep butchering them. Oh no, it's Tumunzar nobles, right. It was Clanlord Gore or whatever his name is. So what we want to do is hide from his archer fire. That's what we want to do. And just try to kill as many as possible. The Calaquendi Lords, the Light Elves. Lindar, Bowman. The Lindar will go down relatively easily. The Mariners, we need to be sure they can't just throw their jabbies. But then the Mithlond Nobles, of course, they are tough beyond all measure. Only one unit that can beat them. The Regional Smiths, or maybe our Reavers. We could kill some Bowman units. That would be no, not Longsmith. I'm actually getting myself surrounded like that. Where are the Calaquendi Lords? They should be here. Let's go after them. Maybe with a bit of luck we could kill the general. Would make the next battle a whole lot easier. Oh god damn it! You can't move through here. That's so deceiving. Oh, this is gonna make the battle impossible. We just had the worst possible encounter. We're stuck against long spears. Yeah, we need to push through. We need to push through. If we stay our distance against long spears, they just destroy us. Stop keeping your distance. Okay, so this battle went super poor. Well, at least we're dealing damage to the long spears, I guess. If we could kill some bowmen, that'd also be very nice.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Yeah, this isn't good so great. Ered Luin has fallen. Don't worry, we will reclaim it. I'm just kind of surprised that the Elves have as many troops as they do. Stop dancing! I'm not sure what this guy's doing. Whatever. We'll reclaim it. So we'll send a relatively small strike force to take Forlond, and then we'll send the bigger force to take Ered Luin, and then go straight to Mithlond. Just in one fell swoop, take both those settlements. The one advantage we have is armor piercing and some cavalry. Not a lot of cavalry, but enough to make them think twice about engaging us. But I think we're gonna have to try to recruit as many mercenaries as possible. Anywhere where we can get them, we must get them. Okay. Ar-Adunaim of the South. There goes Ered Luin. So it seems like Clan Harald Green will not be given any respite. We'll have to send them straight in. So let's send Grinfon in to deal with Forlond, and we'll send our clan lord to deal with Mithlond. Now, that does mean we are taking the 3 rings of power with us, which is a bit risky. I would rather leave them in Thorens halls, but we never know when the Doomstack might pop up, so if the general gets stuck in Thorens halls, then he's definitely doomed. The Orwinian's doing well. There's bloody elves! Talk to Goblins of Moria for the military unit, gladly. But first... Oh, Goblins of Moria over here. First, Venice Druid.
Opening talks with their dignitaries.
Oh, there's Moria.
Is there something I can do for you? Do not think
Hello.
something else you'd like to suggest?
I love how the voice just changed in the middle of that conversation.
Your plans are talks. Yes, sire.
Please be something good. Laborers. I keep getting labor. I can train better units here. Right? Oh, whatever.
My king. There's no pride in this, sire.
That's plenty of pride.
March!
Alright, we'll just put you on a bridge for now, seeing as your movement range sucks.
My king. Aye, sire.
You have cavalry, right? Yeah, okay, so I can send this unit of cavalry with Grinfon.
Aye, my liege. My lord. Aye.
So a relatively small strike force would be enough to take Forlond. I honestly think this would already be enough. Maybe I should leave one Grimborn Reaver with the other army.
King. Aye, sire. My king. Aye, sire.
This is a pretty strong force. And then this...
Aye, sire. Aye.
Let's see, we are in 2 laborers.
Set a watch.
And train whatever we can get our hands on. Pikemen, anywhere really. Okay. So, High Elves. Let's take a look at you, eh? I do have some allies, but luckily they didn't join in, because of course you were the aggressor. We have a Portingarth Halagoth, which is nice. Anywhere else I can build? No. I'd love to get a practice range. Maybe I should get it in Guzener. I need to be a bit careful for oh, he's going after Khazad-Dûm. It's a relatively small army.
Aye, my liege.
Mercenaries? No. Anything I can get my hands on? No. So we'll have to do it with travelers. And this guy, which is probably not going to be enough. But I'm going to let him stand and fall. I will not pull out. Although maybe I should pull out.
My king.
Could build ironmongers here so we can train laborers there.
At your service.
So is Cirdan back in here? No, Cirdan is on the move.
They shall not see me, sire.
Man, how is he getting so many armies?
On my way.
The AI does play by a whole set of different rules than we do.
I respect you.
Cirdan's coming over to take on the towers. You know what, in that case I might just move this army out.
Be gone.
They'll just attack me.
I honor, my lord.
It also kind of depends, maybe I can sneak them around and take Harland, because I imagine there's no one there.
Something to investigate.
The elves, of course, are much faster than we are. Ah, this is annoying, man.
Aye,
This is really bloody annoying.
my lord.
I think I should send everyone out. Doesn't matter.
Onward.
I'm gonna need every soldier in this army.
Honor, my lord.
An honor, my lord. Alright, so as expected, he's going after Khazad-Dûm.
The enemy lay siege, but we will stand proud.
Khazad-Dûm will probably fall. Well, at least he'll get some walls. Perhaps. With the towers. Maybe. Never say never. Largest besieged. I hope they fall. Although maybe not, because then I'll probably have to deal with the Doomstack. Birth and Loon, yeah, I'd love to take it, and I will take it. So thanks for the free gold.
My king. We march to battle. Aye, my liege.
Nice. My Dwarven Doomstack, which is costing me way too much money.
My king. We march to Gondor. We'll rest here the night, sire.
Our diplomat has arrived to Rhun, where we meet with Aragorn and requested that Narsa be returned to its rightful owners. But we were denied. We will not suffer thieves who withhold from us what is rightfully ours. Aragorn must die. Holy shit. That just went out there. Alright, at least the armory is done in Thorin's Hall, so at least get somewhat of a defense. Can we still talk to the Dunedain just regularly?
What is it you wish to discuss?
Because I need money, man. Out of 4, I need cash. And you have it.
Proposal is a little good day to
Oh, wow. And we are really setting everyone up against us.
This journey is over, Simon. I'll continue tomorrow, Simon.
Alright. Let's go for Perth and Lune. Let's reclaim it and move on straight away. We are not backing down. Because literally, we cannot back down. We need to keep pushing onwards. We cannot give the elves any breathing room because they apparently can deploy units a lot faster than we can, so we cannot outproduce them, so we have to be a bit aggressive in this one.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Alright, so the main scary part is the Mithlond nobles, so we want to make sure that our Brobby marksmen or our Ered Luin scouts fire on them. Let's give them some defenses. Yoop. Ah, we can also see the Grimborn Reavers in action. Haven't seen them. Oh my god, they look scary. They do also frighten nearby enemy infantry, although I don't think that affects the elves too much. They're sadly not armor piercing, but their overall attack is already fairly high. So. Bilgathol guards. Just split up our troops on both flanks, but we're gonna let our crossbows do most of the work, I think, unless their archers suddenly get very aggressive. Then we will, of course, move in a bit sooner. They do have only 1 unit of archers, it seems, so we can outshoot them. Let's move everyone else along. Must you really get so close? Surely your range is better than that. Yeah, it is better. Why do they keep bullshitting me? Keep moving closer and closer, even though that's really not necessary. Yeah, they're getting way too close. Move back. And they've started fighting. The Mithlond nobles have moved out, it seems. That's scary. Where are they? So actually, I think the Dwarven Laborers are the only armor-piercing unit we have except for these guys. Because these guys aren't armor-piercing. So that actually makes the Dwarven Laborers quite useful against the Elves. So I do apologize for calling them trash. They're not quite as trashy as I once thought.
Very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Nice. Move over here. So far, so good. Firebait water should cut through them like easily. But I'll be marked on destroying the Lindar bowmen. Lindar guard should not stand a chance. Alright, Grimborn Reavers are reaving away. Which we love to see. No, not me too aggressive. Okay, be aggressive then. He's sending in these guys. He's not sending in these guys. He's just kind of scared of my cavalry, which is good, because then he's kind of panicky and he doesn't know what to do. Alright, laborers, you guys need to fight the Kalakwendi lords. You are armor piercing. You deal by far the most damage. And Lindargard shouldn't be able to do much. Alright, you guys need to push through. Especially you, Clan Lord Gore. Okay. We're not killing them fast, but we're just simply not dying ourselves, so that's also good. Be more aggressive. Push, push, push. Ceasefire for now. You're probably just hitting friendlies. No, hang on. A little bit scared of those long spears. This Kalakwendi Lord still standing, yep. Alright, you guys stop firing. These long spears are just panicky, which is good. Alright, be aggressive. Clump up around them. Nice. Fuck them up, boys. Fuck them up. Minimal losses, that's what it's all about. Poke him in the side, very nice. And then cavalry to add insult to injury. Nice, good charge. The long spear shall fall. Give him another one. %, and I bet we'll heal plenty.
Our men no longer command the city.
You guys need to be way more aggressive. Don't let them use the length of their pikes. Alright. The Elven General's stuck in there. He's done! Nice, alright. So we reclaimed Ered Luin with minimal losses, which is great. We will win the war like this. There it is, going nuts. He's getting labored to death. We didn't lose a single labor. It's quite amazing.
Let the crows be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
Nice. So that's the numbers we like to see. They do outnumber us, so if we can keep having those kind of victories, amazing. Alright, so it's interesting that the Elves played their cards before us. Guess they grew tired of our reaving pretty early on. Alright, so Ered Luin taken. Let's exterminate the populace and let's move out everyone. I think. Yep. Don't want to leave anyone in there for now. Thanks for the extra money. I almost have a balanced budget already. Look at that. Right, and now it's straight to Mithlond, but we will of course have to face some armies along the way. Captain Berkelion is already trying to retreat. Cirdan probably already fled back to his city. No, he's somewhere out there. So Mithlond's gonna be a bitch to take, simply because we will have to out-siege them. They will get a bunch of defenders if we just straight up attack them. But this army should be plenty to siege them out. I don't think they'll have the guts to sell yet. The only thing I'm worried about is that we will get the Doom stacks pop up before that. And of course I'd rather fight the Doom stacks in Thorens halls. Let's actually boost our income a bit. We need money badly. Like, super badly. So yeah, he's just going straight up for under towers. I cannot hold against Mithlond nobles with these lads. Under towers does not have walls. So I think I should just destroy these buildings and leave under towers for now.
It will be an honor defeating you.
Just move out.
Let us settle matters on the field of battle. Move out.
Buy under towers. It's a very high tax rate. Just squeeze every last penny out of it. Right. There's a bit of an annoying moment we have now. The elves are throwing a lot at us. That's the thing with Linden. They become... now it's in Bree hands, so at least the elves can't get it. Which will make it a lot easier to reclaim once we're at war with Bree. Bree rebels. So they just gave Bree a free settlement. They're probably like, oh, what the hell? Alright, well, let's do our best to win this fight. It will be very difficult. Maybe if we get lucky with the wall, shit. If we light all their battering rams on fire. I'd rather not lose Khazad-Dûm. It's our ancient stronghold. We simply just reclaimed it, and now they're already taking it back from us, which is just... Oh, and this settlement kind of sucks. Oh, actually, it's not that horrible. But I'm just not quite sure where we should put our archers. Do they have archers? They don't, but they do have long spears and mariners. We could withdraw. Could try to hold them here. If I could put our guys down here, and our archers up here, they could have a nice firing angle. But our archers simply don't do a lot of damage. So I think I'm better off just trying to hog the gate as long as possible. Yeah, we'll just suck up the friendly fire, I guess. I hope our towers do something. So they are looking in an odd direction. I'm not sure if they'll do much. They're not doing anything right now. They'll only start firing. Oh, this tower's not going to hit anything because it's pointing the complete wrong direction. Stop firing. Is that tower doing something now? Nope. So again, another settlement. A custom settlement that is quite a lot difficult to hold because it's a lot worse than a regular settlement would be. Alright, so yeah, this battle's pretty much hopeless.
The enemy are battering down our gates.
Unless a miracle happens. We are not winning this one.
The enemy's ram is through our gates.
To Munzahar nobles! Gather up and let's do some damage.
The enemy have the walls. Look
Well,
to our
let's just
defense.
kill as many as possible.
This is the way.
Oh, he's pushing in hard.
Pray something changes in the course of battle.
He's just completely shoving us away.
Most certain.
Makes it easier for my archers, at least. This ain't gonna work out.
You know what to do.
Especially because he's just completely shoved that one unit of long spears through. Alright, interesting. Someone pointed out if I put archers on defensive mode, they will normally still keep firing even when they're engaged in melee. It does seem to work. So that's quite effective.
Pray something changes in the course of battle. But the
Yeah, I mean,
is almost certain.
doing a lot of damage at least. Doesn't quite seem to work. I mean, we're doing as much as we can.
Only half our force remains.
But yeah, Traveler still had some ammo in them. Oh,
That general lies
oh
slain
no.
upon the battlefield.
He did. I might have even shot him myself. Alright, well that's a failure. So we are losing more and more territory to the Elves, but we will reclaim it. I'm just kind of surprised that they are able to pump out as many units as they are.
We have been dealt
Maybe they've completely forsaken Imladris and they're not training anything there. Yeah, we tried. We killed more of them than they killed of us, so if we keep that up, we should win it at one point. If, however, we take Mithlond and he gets a free Doomstack, then I do very much worry about the state of this campaign, because if he gets a Doomstack both... But I don't have a choice, I need to take down Mithlond, otherwise he's going to overrun me with the Doomstacks that will pop up at Thorens Halls, and then the forces he can train there. He can train a lot of troops there, as we just saw. Rip Ar-Adunaim, we just reclaimed it, and now we lose it already. Bloody Elves. Imagine this campaign if you're already at war with Angmar as well. Like, whew. That is tough. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do that. So I'm very happy that I did go for a peace alliance with... So yeah, we've lost a lot of territory actually. Everything we gained in the last episode's gone. And the script hasn't even fully kicked in yet. But don't worry, we will reclaim it and then some. With a bit of luck, the Enadwaith actually start declaring war on the High Elves as well. Alright, please no events this time, I just want to come... Yep, okay. Alright, so now Cirdan is moving back, which is good. Rioting in Undertowers, yeah, we knew that.
in your name, sire.
Just wish I could move further.
Your honor. Aye, sire. Yes, sire.
This had best be worth our time.
Just checking. Will you still buy map information?
I must say.
No.
Arnor, good day to you.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Of course, sire.
So I think Khazad-Dûm is still in the hands of the goblins, so I'll have to go round.
My king. Aye, noble son. Leading the men with honor, sire.
Alright, Forlond. So this is what we need to deal with. Mithlond nobles.
I will only address you. Honor, my lord.
This is what we have. It's not bad. Would be nice if we could kill Cirdan before, but he'll get to Mithlond safely. If he puts all those troops in Mithlond, I think that will be enough for him to consider sallying out. So a little scary. Bree's at war with us as well. I know. My forces melt away. Never seen that message. Huh, interesting. Elves of Angmar hate me? Why? Oh man, if they declare war on me, I'm fucked. They can just swoop in and take everything. I literally cannot get more troops right now. I need to try desperately buy map information. I'll give it for you for cheap, man. King Dane, please, I need your help. No, King Dane, please, I need your help, fellow dwarf.
No. Cannot quite accept.
Wait, what? Okay. What the hell? Thank you.
Aye, that was a fear. Aye, farewell.
I'm not sure what the purpose of that was, but I'll gladly take that. Thank you very much. Alright, first things first.
Honor, my lord. Aye.
Any mercenaries I can get my hands on? No. Let's see. Well, we need troops, but we can't get any troops. Anything at all.
Honor, my lord.
Oh, that didn't achieve as much as I would have liked. At least it balances my budget for a little bit. Come on, attack me! Attack me, Cirdan, you coward! Oh, he didn't go to Mithlond, so we can just, I think, attack him. I think he's in range of Clan Lord Gore. Interesting. Dealing with Cirdan before the siege of Mithlond will make life a whole lot easier. That's an entire regiment of Mithlond nobles, a replenishing regiment at that I will not have to worry about. And also a very good general. The other general in Mithlond just can't be as good. That would be impossible. Eriador rises. My lord, as I feared, the Grimborn raids have not gone unnoticed and a scout spotted the fast. Oh god. And the well-equipped army as mustered in Eriador will be at our gates in a year's time. Whether followers of Grinfart or not, we must now all come together to defend the mountains. So I have 4 turns. I have 4 turns to defend myself. Just gather what we can, but we need to be aggressive with the elves. Cirdan! I've got up to you. Oh, I'm gonna savor every fucking moment of this. 90 Mithlond nobles will not be easy, but we do have many crossbows and many armor-piercing units. So there's no way that I can take Mithlond and defend Thorens Hall all in one go. So I might just move my capital to Mithlond for a bit. I'll just turn into a roaming faction for a bit. You can always reclaim the mountain. Cavalry should not be in there. But we just want to use archers as much as possible. Spam them with crossbow bolts. I want to win this one without any casualties, preferably. Although he's skulking in the woods, it seems. Alright, so that's good. Killing Cirdan early on is bueno. Advance, advance, advance. I'll just run. Those 3 units of pikemen will catch up eventually. He's positioning himself nicely on that mountain, but that's not going to do you any good. It literally does not matter. You do not have archers, you don't get extra range or anything of the sort. I mean, you make it a bit harder for us to fire on you, but... Oh, come on. I hate it when the AI does this. Stop running around, you bloody coward. And then he gets aggressive. I bloody hate the AI when he does that. Just keeps running around, and then when I finally get close enough to him, when I'm like tired of his bullshit, he just rushes towards me. So let's gather our forces. Actually, seems to have stopped there. So let's make sure that our crossbows get in range and fire. I'm ready here. Let's get our pikes. Let's actually pull them out of spear wall for now. Get them there. And our crossbows can position themselves there. Stop running! Oh my god, you are bloody annoying. Seriously, how annoying is this lad? We're already exhausted. Let's pepper him like crazy. This should fuck him up nicely. So many crossbows firing at once. That fancy armor ain't gonna do you any good. Okay. Keep firing. I want to kill as many as possible without having to engage in melee. There he is, Cirdan. With his beard. Bloody asshole. Keep firing. Right, start pushing forward the pikes. Oh, yes, they are dropping. And they're running forward at an alarmingly high rate. Don't want to send in Grimborn Reavers, do want to send in these lads. Alright, and then cavalry. It's going after my broadbeam marksman, that asshat. Don't let him. Don't let him, come on, run, run, run. Wants to split up his forces, let him. Alright, kill this fool. I'm not sure why he thinks victory seems certain, because, well, it doesn't quite look certain to me. Nor a distinct possibility. Run in there! Mess him up. Pull out. Alright, fire at them from this angle. Beautiful. So it's not going to be exactly 0% losses, but killing Mithlond nobles early on without having to fight them in a siege battle is going to be so helpful. But so incredibly helpful, you have no idea. If I had some siege equipment, and I could take Mithlond in one go and maybe make it back to Thorens halls in time. There we go, they're going to get fucked up now. Might hit some friendlies, but I don't think overall we'll do too much damage. I think we're mostly hitting them. Okay. He's getting proper scared because he's running into my pikes. Which sucks when the enemy does that, because it kinda destroys their purpose. Give him a charge. Alright, well, let's just get closer and closer, inching on them, and be done with these fools. They are losing quite a few units, but they are quite tough, of course. Mostly our pikes, because they just push through. I mean, we can cheese the AI as much as we want, but the AI does plenty of cheesing themselves. But also plenty of dying, as Cirdan himself is fallen. Nice. Cirdan the shipwright will be no more. But of course he's pretty tanky, so I think we'll have to just stare at this for a bit, as I think he seems to be the only man standing. So we have lost 7%. We'll probably heal like 2 something. So we'll still have plenty of folks left for the Battle of Mithlond. And we can take Forlond as well. And then we'll take, oh, there it is, Thorens halls. We'll probably just have to sacrifice that one for now, as sad as it is. There he goes, Cirdan falls. The first of those filthy elves has fallen. Ha ha ha. Beautiful. So we lost more than I would have liked. Yeah, it's mostly the pikemen that suffered way too many casualties. They shouldn't suffer that many casualties if the AI wouldn't spam commands. Ah well. What can you do about it? Alright, so now we can move on towards Mithlond. And Forlorn. Or Forlond, sorry, not Forlorn. Forlond. We'll leave Harlond for now. Enemy camp sacked. Next time we'll besiege Mithlond. It's a relatively small force. There's actually a force missing somewhere. Ah, they're moving towards Forlond. Sending a lot of dudes towards Forlond. And Forlond's very undefended, so maybe I should not... Ah, look at that. Captain Rockendale. Interesting. I think if I besiege it, he'll attack me, and then I might be able to take it in one fell swoop. This won't be an easy fight, but we do have cavalry.
I will only address you in battle.
I think I need to take the risk. Or I could also force out a bridge battle, but I don't think that will favor me too much. Because we give no archers, so we need to be actually aggressive, so then we'd have to cross the bridge. So let's besiege Forlond. He'll probably attack me. If not, I will attack him. And then Mithlond next turn. And yeah, in about a couple turns we'll have enemies at Thorens Hall, so we'll just train whatever we can get our hands on. I think for now we'll just have to tank the population decline.
Aye, Lord.
Need to get as much money as we can. Yep, they still hold Khazad-Dûm West. Captain Theo. Oh right, that army was still out there. Let's try to withdraw.
Pull back
But
and
hope
regroup.
probably have none of it. Okay, still. So we could send him towards Mithlond as well to reinforce there. Bree has really had enough of our shit. But unlike the High Elves, Bree does not stand a chance. Ah, bloody hell. Does not stand a chance against us. In terms of quality, their units are way worse than ours. The Elves can kind of keep up. Khan stands with Mordor. Alright. So we're all going evil then. Yes, I will actually just adopt whatever I can get my hands on. Dwarves of Khazad-Dûm. I'd love to, but... I know Galu does that. He cheats his diplomat. Like, he teleports them. I'm kind of inclined to do it now as well, because even the game wants me to go there in 5 turns. That's physically impossible if I get all the way around. And we are dwarves, so this is my lore explanation for the cheating I'm about to do. We are dwarves, so we would know a secret passage through Khazad-Dûm to reach the other side, right? That makes sense. The goblins hold Khazad-Dûm West. They're not even our enemies, so they would actually probably let us through as well. And we would, of course, also... There's some different explanations I can give so that our diplomat could actually pass through here. So I am going to cheat, actually, which I normally never do. As in... I normally never move diplomats through. I know Galu does it for all his AI purposes. I think it's like that, right? Yep. There we go. Alright, it's a bit cheaty, I know. But... Hello. Do you like to be... Wait, we're not allies anymore?
Another proposition for us, eh?
Just give you everything I can give you, man.
This won't be a
So now our alliances are broken. I hadn't realized that yet, so let's see if Eriador...
opening talks with Elves. What is it you wish to talk about?
Do you want to be allies? Please say yes. Ah, fuck.
Something else you wish to propose then?
Just give you everything I got right now. Can't throw money towards you. I can soon. Right, so he hasn't attacked me actually. So we're gonna straight up go for... We only have one battering ram. So I'm actually gonna save in case... Actually, it does not get garrison. Alright. So I'm gonna save. In case the battering ram catches fire, I will save scum. Because that would be absolute unlucky bullshit that I can't have anything, you know, into control. Okie dokie, start deployment. Well, there's no real strategy involved. Actually, no, we'll keep the Dwarven. The Dwarven name is actually more useful to me than the militia. Because they're effective against armor. Grinfawn. Does he get a custom general? Doesn't seem like it. There he is, Grinfawn. Alright, well, let's go straight in. Let's slaughter the elves. This tower's gonna be hella annoying. We just have to push through. There's nothing we can do about that. This battering shouldn't even be able to catch fire because it's mostly out of metal. Well, he's catching fire. So we're gonna lose a bunch of troops because we actually have a fairly steep incline to go at. And arrow towers are super strong in this game. I've already expressed my concern about them and ballista towers as well being a tad bit too strong, but that's just personal preference, I guess. Alright, laddies, come in. Like, these guys are activating the towers, which is stupid and annoying.
Now's the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
Alright, drop that ram. Everyone go in there. Push through. I wish he'd get a special ability. It's a shame he doesn't.
Soldiers have proved their worth today.
Ignore them. We don't want to stick to the walls.
Men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
If we stay to the walls, we will lose all our troops. It's as simple as that. Those bloody towers are hellishly annoying. I don't mind fighting them now.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And then I can send in the cavalry. I'll get rid of those bloody mariners. Alright, captain down.
All lies dead. We have set the...
And then we can defend the settlement fairly easily with all the troops we have.
Our men have taken control of the city. The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost Harad. Our men no longer command the city.
What? Get on there. Get the last of those bloody ass hats. Pull back from those annoying pikes, let them come to us. It's just to get my positioning right. I don't want to continue on 6 times speed, otherwise I have to slow it down. Ah, why is it so annoying? I just encircled them. Bloody pikes. Lose 30% and heal some. I'm a very happy man. And go. This poor guy's completely surrounded.
If we continue like this, we will sack Arnor. Our men are in control of the city.
Nice. Alright. So now they'll have to besiege us. Alright, so that's the first of the settlements taken care of. I hope they come after us, equal numbers pretty much, and not send those other reserve armies towards Mithlond to help out there. Perhaps I should try to also sally out on Mithlond. Maybe they don't get garrison, although they will also of course be able to abuse their towers. Unless it's a custom settlement and they don't really get good towers. Those are all like variables that I don't know, but actually massively impact chances of victory. Alright, Forlorn's taken. Let's exterminate the populace and hope these guys try to reclaim it. So we can have a bunch of we got suddenly access to all these watchtowers. Alright, these guys might already try to make their way to Thorens Hall, so we definitely need to get whatever troops we can get our hands on here. Get Univerdant scouts, which we desperately need. Alright, Forlorn. Alright. Plop the fucking tax rate up. Almost in the black.
My king, marching now. My king. Aye. Forward.
Let us besiege Mithlond, my friends.
We march to battle.
Yeah, it's a city, so they probably get like ballista towers and shit.
Aye, sire. We hold them at siege.
Should have thought on that earlier before you attacked me, bloody asshole. So I hope they come to Forlorn. What I maybe should do is actually sell Forlorn, and then I can move these guys back to Thorens Halls. Just make sure it's not in the hands of the Elves. Maybe force a war with like Eriador and the Elves. Or Khazad-Dûm. They'd probably want an alliance then. That might actually not be a bad idea. Let's trade some settlements for their support in the coming wars. Let's save the game, because you never know what happens. And let's end the turn and see what happens. But my god, I'm a bit scared. Alright, well if that guy attacks me near Mithlond, it would speed things up quite a bit. But of course we have to slightly worry about their cavalry and their archers. We'd have to rush in pretty hard. We don't have that much cavalry as well, because that was our main advantage, the cavalry. But they have a lot more. The Blue Wizards perish, that's pretty quickly. Largest besieged, the Second lost, Warnburg siege. Nothing for Mithlond siege now. The Grey Havens.
Move out. We've marched our limit.
He's gathering forces. Alright, well he might, if he plays it poorly, then he'll fuck himself over. Alright. Well, we will get some extra troops. I wager we'd get 4 or something. Should probably send the general over though. It's more important there than in Guzina. Oh, the settlements are undefended. So with a bit of luck he attacks me and then we'll have a battle for Mithlond, which won't be easy, mind you. We do have a fairly large army here. I think we can win it. We'll have to. If we lose that battle, then the campaign's done for. So what do you guys think about my plan to sell Forlond in terms for an alliance? I'm not sure. I'd like to hold on to Forlond, because of course it does rake in some money. I can also destroy some non-essential buildings, if there are any. There are not, sadly. So I think I'll just count on him attacking me. He does have very low amount of infantry. It's not going to be easy. It is absolutely going to be difficult. But I think that's exactly why we need to do it. And of course, we don't know what's going to pop up near Durin. Durin's Halls, or Thorin's Halls. I keep calling it Durin's Halls. I don't even think that's a settlement, Durin's Halls. I know there's Dane's Halls in near Gundabad. I don't think Durin got any halls. Right, those are not attacking me just yet. They are inching closer though. And I think if I attack that one army on the left of me, then Mithlond will reinforce. I will save scum that because the AI is highly unpredictable and sometimes things don't work out. But if I attack them, I think Mithlond will sally out and reinforce them, and then we can crush them. And I should leave my cavalry totally in reserve to run down the survivors of Mithlond. Hornburg lost. Alright, so nothing has popped up yet. Moria under siege. All thank flourishes. That's good. The evil factions are doing well. Take some heat away from me. Alright, so I am gonna save scum this. Not the battle itself, but this tactic. So lift the siege, attack him. Mithlond does reinforce. Balance of power is in our favor. If we perform well in this battle, we capture Mithlond, and that will be mostly the end of the High Elves bothering us. And then we can focus entirely on Bree and the Doom stacks that will pop up, which will give us some bloody grief. There's of course still Harland, but I'm not really inclined to seize that just yet, because then we'll definitely get Doom stacks. Alright, let's save. I did just save, but whatever. And let us try this fight. Alright, this is not going to be easy. They have a lot of cavalry. They didn't seem to have that many archers, so we might be able to use our crossbows to good effect. Start deployment! Alright, well, let's just standard lineup. Ered Luin militia to help them out. We don't need them as a flanking force. And you'll be in the center. You'll be the flanking force, as well as you lads. And then there's the cavalry. And I think that's everyone in position. Thing is, I always put like pikes at the core, but the AI always ignores the core. They never do a full engagement. They always try to. Alright, so he's just gonna hide. So my voice is gonna crack. So we're just gonna completely focus on Mithlond. Oh no, the rain's not great. It does diminish the range of my archers, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's actually quickly pause just because bloody hell, I had a nice lineup going and then it completely shifted that around, which is hellishly annoying. Make sure you're on defensive. You're not running away. Pikes, where are you? You should also be on defensive. Good. You should not be on defensive at all. Neither should you. Okay. Start firing, lads. Careful for them on your riders. Once they send those guys in, they will die. Music's kicking in like crazy. Well, not like crazy just yet, but you can tell it's gonna become very epic. I'm a little bit worried about his infantry. Alright, he's coming in my rear. Coward. Pike should move forward. So make sure our cavalry is ready to run down any runners. This cavalry is being bloody annoying. That was expected, of course. Oh, it's going after my cavalry. Bloody annoying. I know my men aren't this position as good as they should be, probably. Let's say we're doing okay.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
These bloody ranges are tough. Okay, Reavers are cutting through the Swordmasters. These guys are also getting fucked up. Get the riders. Just hold them there, the pikes are arriving. Yes, they're dropping. Alright, we are going to win this one. And that will be Mithlond for us. Good. Let's hope we can get a peace alliance with the High Elves then. Considering their losses, you know, they should be like, oh no, we still want to hold on to Harland, we should just accept peace. The dwarves are way stronger than us, blah-de-da-de-da. Those guys must feel hellishly stupid for doing absolutely nothing. Just walking. Oh, they're pikes. Right. These archers are giving me grief. But with this cavalry more and more depleted, I'm just worried about the rangers. They could take down my merchant cavalry relatively easily. Alright, this cavalry is getting completely fucked up. Where is Calaquendi lords actually? Oh, there they are. Should then send over some Firebeard warriors to kill them. Alright, you guys are not doing anything. Get in there. Just need to make sure we kill enough to get the settlement. Nice. Flying the Calaquendis. They're sending them in melee. Come in then, lad. Let's go. Lindar are running. Let's make sure we cut them down. At least as much as possible. Right, that should fuck them up. Alright, they're gone. Alright, boys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's send you in to already start shooting on them. They should be fairly slow and easy to pick off. Nice job, Merchant Cav. Pull back now. Landlord Gore should be fine. Alright. Oh shit. There's a whole bloody unit of them there. Alright, all my not pikes, all my crossbows can start firing on them. Just so we don't have to worry about them. Alright, we're keeping most of our army alive as well. Through all that. Let's make sure that any runners are taken care of. In an appropriate manner. But so far we've killed 74%, so it's looking quite good. Oh, that dwarven horn never gets old, man. It's sad we don't hear it as often because we of course don't use cavalry as often, but those few times we do hear it, it's glorious. Sorry about that. Alright, crossbows are going nuts on those poor long spears. I don't think many of them are going to make it to me. So we do like to see that. Take down the rangers, make sure those Linda Bowmen don't get anywhere. Long spears. Yeah, you're just dropping dead. Beautiful. I'm always surprised by how much ammo we have. Not a preferred target for the laborers. You should go help take care of those. You can stay here. Let's make sure they don't get close enough. Yeah, they're pretty fucked. Alright, you help slaughter them. You help chase down the Lindbowmen. Once this cavalry is engaged with the Lindar Bowmen, that should slow them down enough.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Yeah, they've given up hope, it seems. Long spears are pretty much completely gone. A couple of them left there, but there we go. Alright, hunt them down. There's just this. We need to make sure that not too many of this unit escape, which is hard because they're pretty close to the border there. Don't. No, come on, cavalry, come on, please, don't fuck up. You got a couple still. I'm not sure if it's enough. Oh, the general's still alive. We forgot about that guy. Now getting most of them. Still the lone long spear. Alright, Calaquendi Lord. Your reign of terror has ended. Mithlond is now for the dwarves. In an unexpected twist. Yeah, that went quicker than expected. I am of course still worried about the Doomstacks. It's not like this is a great victory. And we don't know if a Doomstack will pop up after taking Mithlond. It might. That's what I also dislike about Doomstacks. You never know if they're gonna pop up or not. They're so unpredictable. But there we go. End battle. There's no one left to run down except this one guy, but that doesn't matter. So we lost a ton of troops, but we definitely killed way more of theirs. We still have plenty of troops remaining, of course. 153 for the Brobby Marksmen. They are amazing. Grimborn Reavers also doing very well. Pikemen not doing much, but this isn't really their preferred territory. Yeah, Scouts doing a lot of damage as well. Yeah, pretty good results all around. So let's all pray that the no Doomstack pops up near Mithlond now. A good player would remember these things and he'd know if a Doomstack would pop up or not, because he'd have experience. But I'm not a good player, I'm an idiot that makes videos. So I don't know if a Doomstack pops up. I should know. I've fought them before, but I don't actually know. Please no Doomstack, please no Doomstack. We actually won't know until next time. Let's execute, and that should be Mithlond taken care of. Boom! That's Exterminate Populace. Nice. Conqueror of Mithlond. You can fuck off. You'll probably get attacked by this guy. That's Mithlond taken care of. Anything I can destroy here? I extended Populace and I thought I'd hold on to the port, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I guess I don't want to make Mithlond too OP. If you take it, you hold the port. That's sad. Anyway. Better than doing, got mines. That's good. And I'm afraid a Doomstack will pop up now at Thorens Halls. This is our defense. It's kinda sad. Just wish I had some crossbows in there. I mean, I could train him if I had the money for it. So I don't know. Selling Forlorn to the dwarves in exchange for an alliance. Let's just try this. No. But if I were to give you Forlorn, my god, what a great prize that would be. In exchange for an alliance and also some money, because I need money. 20,000. Still very generous. I think I might ask for more. Oh, wait, what? No. I'm gonna ask for money. I almost gave them 20,000. Okay. They accepted. This might be a bad idea. You guys might completely disagree with this. Also, they might just rebel against Erebor. We'll see what happens. But I think it was a correct play. Now I could actually use some of that cash to become allies with Khazad-Dûm. Oh, we can't talk to Khazad-Dûm because they're besieging them, which is bullshit. Now I can't talk to Khazad-Dûm anywhere. Unless they have a general somewhere magically out here. You know, I'm gonna just see if there's an okay, there's one. So I'm actually gonna cheat again because I should just be able to still talk to them. Okay, move character bomber, right? Yep, bomber. 258. I know it's a bit cheesy, but just don't want to bother with all that jazz. And I could wait another turn, but who cares about that? Alright, so now I could use some of that money to convince them to become allies. Let's say 5,000. That's plenty, right? Oh, no, wait. I keep pressing it on the wrong fucking... 5k, very generous. I'll throw in some map information for free. No! What? I'll give you half of what I just got. 10k. That's plenty, my man. No, I'm demanding money again. God damn it. 10,000. Very generous. I'll throw in some free map information. Yes. So we have the dwarves on our side again. We have convinced them of the Grimborn. Look at the strength of the Grimborn. We are able to seize Forlorn. Alright, so I think they might just rebel against Erebor like straight away. So I will send Grinfarn home to Thorens Halls where he will be needed to defend soon enough. But I think we might get back here soon. So you should spy on... Because he can't get any troops here, like, ever. Perhaps a different strategy that could also have worked is to sell it to an enemy... Well, not an enemy, but a faction I'm neutral to. And then that way... I could... what am I trying to say? I could retake it, like, straight up. Alright, but that does give us some money to work with now, which is beautiful, which is desperately needed. So let us get... anything that gives us troops. Ironmongers, I guess. It's only one turn and we get some laborers of it. Let's train troops wherever we can, because we are about to face certain doom. We also have an armory here. Nice. And let's build stuff here for our culture, of course, because it's no dwarven at all. And culture would be brewery or mines. Higher tier mine. Actually, this is already a high tier mine because they have the first tier. So this would actually give us the same amount of culture, but they don't have a builder's hall, so it costs us full money, which is a bit too much. I should also get a diplomat. No, a diplomat. I want a diplomat. Agent limit reached. I have 2. Because I want to talk to the High Elves. Actually, I could of course go to enlarge. It's a bit closer by. Get there as fast as possible. They're going to try to go through Goblin Town, but that won't work. But again, we could use our little bit of cheat to pass through some secret tunnel way that only the dwarves know about or something like that. I don't know. I think as long as I can come up with a lore explanation, I'm allowed to cheat. Right, so it'll get there in a couple turns, but it won't be enough. Won't be fast enough. But I think taking care of Forlorn and Mithlond might have disabled the Elven Doom stack. I'm not sure. We still have to worry about Bree though. But I mean, it's Bree. What are they going to throw at us? Some merchants? Some peasants? Who cares about Bree? Actually, I've been playing for way too bloody long. Jesus Christ, this episode's already massively long. I'm so sorry. I completely lost track of time. I just enjoyed myself for far too long. So I will round it off now at turn 50. We'll take a quick look at what's going on in the world. Take a quick look if any messages pop up, which might. Turn 50 is, of course, a nice round number for stuff to go down. But let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with the choices I made in this campaign. It's definitely an interesting idea. Alright, so it is a breeze stack that now popped up at Thorens Halls. An Axesmith Guild. I think I'll get it, actually. It's Axel Lothlorien. For a military unit. Sure. They might give me some reinforcements. So it is a breeze stack that pops up, which is of course a whole lot easier to take care of than an elven stack. So they got some catapults, some Watchman Sword Guard, Axe Guard. They're not bad units, but like 612, 914 compared to elves and elites. It's just different, man. They got a lot of catapults, Jesus Christ. So, okay, well. And also no Doom stack at Mithlond, it seems.
Aye, sir. Aye. Forward, my king.
Grindfarn, you should return home. I should actually be able to enter Thorens Halls from this side. I think that's kind of a missed chance. Eriador United. They stand as one. That is the message we received from the rulers of Eriador. They say that we have thrown our lot in with the shadow, but they do not know of what they speak. Sauron holds no sway here, and if they would but submit to Grimborn rule, they would see we are the only hope for survival in the coming war for Middle-earth. Fools! They stand united. They stand isolated, I say. Their envoys have brought messages of war to our gate, but they have signed nothing but their own death decrees. Let the Blue Mountain's banner stand tall. Soon it shall stand atop the domes of Numinos, the towers of Mithlond. It already does. And the ruins of Bree. Alright, cool. Shooter assaulted. Alright, so we're just dealing with the Bree stack, which, I mean, we might be able to survive. We'll put up a good fight for sure. And it kind of depends on how many defenders we get, if it's 2 or 4. Because I think capitals get 4, whilst normally the building only gives you 2. Let's toggle the Fog of War real quick, just to have a look at what's going on in the world. Fallen still standing. Can we have like any idea of the public... Well, we did exterminate the populace, so... At one point we'll betray the dwarves, the other dwarves, and we'll take it back. So we do want to take Khazad-Dûm back at one point. Holland's not looking that well defended either way. And the towers as well, so we'll... I guess we could send out this army to mop up these elven stacks. But I don't want to destroy too many elven settlements because then we might get a Doom stack spawn. So first we should take care of this Doom stack, and then that should free up a lot of space. Angmar does seem to be getting a little bit more aggressive. But they do have the Dunedain to worry about, seeing as they took Barketa. Interesting. Alright, Imladus is besieged, but I don't think it will fall, even if the High Chieftain himself concerns himself with it. Goblin Town, Orcs of Gundabad are doing pretty well. They're doing alright, dealing with Erebor. Erebor themselves have expanded massively though, and Rhun is not having a great time. They weren't even able to take less, so yeah, they're getting pushed back hard. Mordor's doing well. Khand, of course, sided with Mordor. Khand has fallen, but now Ankantar the Inquisitor, who's actually now part of Khand, not of Mordor, is reclaiming those settlements. They should have a pretty easy time after that. Harad's quite large. Actually, Khan's pretty big too. They just lost these territories, but they're all the way up here. And it seems like Dol Amroth has lost a lot of their edge. Ar-Adunaim just kind of dealing with their own shit. I'm not sure what happens now with the Mithlond invasion. I don't think we have to worry about it. And otherwise, they're quite strong. Dunland is depleting. Isengard and Rohan are still quite evenly tied. Same with Gondor and Mordor. They have taken Eastern Osgiliath. Goroth is moving to Western Osgiliath, but look at all that spam. Boromir himself is standing on the riverbank. So I think they'll be fine for a little bit longer. Alright, still Guldur is doing pretty well, but they weren't able to take Thranduil's Halls, which was besieged at one point. So yeah, I actually have to sneeze and it's not coming, so that's very annoying, so I'm going to round off the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a very hectic one. And next time we will take care of these guys, or try to take care of them. If not, we will try to just siege them out. And of course, mop up these elves. Try to get a ceasefire with them, because I don't want to keep fighting them. I also don't want to take Harlon, because who knows what will spawn there. I do want to take Khazad-Dûm though. Alright, well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope to catch you next time. Bye-bye.